Hello friends, Radhe Radhe and Merry Christmas sabhi ko. So today we are gonna see the Python automation mini POC that what it does, it will create a S3 bucket in your AWS account and it will also put a object there and it will also download the object. And whenever you need it, you can also delete the complete bucket at your fingertips. So first, let me explain. This is the Boto 3 module that we will use. Boto 3 module, friend, is the module that you can use any type of automation manipulation in your AWS account through this module you can do. So since we are using the AWS S3 bucket, in this bucket we will create a bucket and we will put the object there. So for this, the module that is needed, that is Boto 3 module, guys. This Python module you will use for the any type of manipulation in AWS. So let me go through here. So this is the Boto 3 module. How you can install it? Nothing, friends. You should have the Python in your system, and then what you can do, you can do the pip install Boto 3. Pip install boto 3, you will run this command and it will be you will be able to install it, and then you can do through your new terminal or through your git bash terminal that is already open here for me. So I will do it from my inbuilt terminal, so that's how it will be. So if you can see, this is the logging module that I have imported for the proper logging. So friends, I've created this project with a proper corporate level. This project is not like that, like it is running and we have created some function. It is in a proper method, class based init method, and everything is used, and I will explain everything to you guys. This is the logging module, friend. Logging module we will use in Python for to log on every stage. And same way you can install this if it is not in your system. This should be by default in your system if you have already installed the Python. In the logging module, we have different levels. Levels one is info level that will provide the information what is happening in your system, and the other is error level. One is warning level. Like that, we have multiple levels in Python logging module which we can use as per the conditions. Few of level is used in here. So this is the optional. I will tell where we will use, and this is the client error. I will also explain where it is used. So firstly, we will create the S3 manager class, and then we will use the this init super constructor method. So what it does, friends, and what is the benefit of using this init method is whenever we are initiating the class, any object is there, the object will be initiated through this init method and it works as a constructor in Python. So you have seen through this self we will initiate the object. We have self region name. Region name will be type of a string, and we have already mentioned the region name which we are going to use. And but this is the how we will initiate it, and the same way we will initiate the using this self the S3 Boto 3 dot client, and we will touch upon the S3 service from here. Here it will get the S3 service from your AWS account. I will tell later how you will be able to connect through your AWS account in detail, so don't worry about it. And after that we will also get in touch with the resource. So friends, whenever you in need like creating something or you want to manipulate something, then you can use this Boto 3 client at type. And whenever you want to, suppose you want to delete and you want to have a multiple objects at your fingertip from, or you want to do any bulk operation, at that time you can use this resource. in your S3. And as we have said, we will use here logging dot basic configuration, meaning what will how our logging will be represented there. So level will be logging.info. I've already said there is one level, that is info, and the format will be the ask time, and it will also be type of string, and level name will also be type of string, and message will also be the type of string. And then we will initiate your logger object logging.getLogger. This name means the name of your current file, Python file name. And then we will have the create bucket method. Here we will also have the self and the bucket name with type string, and it will return the boolean. This complete function will return the bool type. Okay, so if we have self dot region name in US East, friends, let me tell, if I have already mentioned the AP South 1 region, why I'm mentioning the US East 2. So AWS have a condition like when there is no region mentioned, it will by default create a bucket in your US East 1. And also it does not support what it does not support the local location constraint. So whenever you have mentioned the US East 1, you cannot mention this local constraint. Otherwise, any other region you will create a bucket, you need to mention the local constraint region name, so through which it will get it. So if the your region is US East 1, by default, if there is no region mentioned, then it will create a bucket there. Otherwise, it will self.s3, as we have mentioned here, self.s3. This will create a bucket here in your region, whatever the region you have mentioned. And then we will log the information that bucket has been created successfully, and it will return the bool type return true. And otherwise, since we have used the try catch try except method, so this client error that we have imported on the top, as you can remember, it will work here. As you can see, except client error as e, and it will also return false, and it will log that bucket creation failed in case of any issue. And then what we will do, we will upload the file. Same way we will for uploading, what are the things that is needed, friends? To upload the file, you need to have a location from where you will get your file. So we need to have a file path from where you will get your file, and then the bucket name, on which bucket name you need to upload the file, it will also be the string type. And then this S3 key, as we have already imported the optional, so this S3 key is optional. Optional is like a friend, see, in your S3 bucket there is no directory. If you want to create a directory, then you can put it there, like something like upload slash, and then there will be file will be uploaded. So you can mention that same in your S3 key. Otherwise there is by default none, and it will also return the bool type. So if your S3 key is not mentioned, then what you will do, you will get your file path dot split. What it does is, suppose whatever your file path is, after the last slash, whatever the name is there, the same name it will use in your S3 key, if your S3 key is not mentioned. Let me explain it here. Suppose your file name is something mentioned in your place uploads d documents slash weather data dot csv. So what it will do is, after this last slash, whatever the name is here, the S3 key will use this name, weather data dot csv. Got it, friends? So it will use the same way. Okay, where we were here, yes. If S3 key is not mentioned, then it will use the same, and then what it will do, it will upload the file through the file path, bucket name, and S3 key, and then it will log that upload is completed successfully. And in this case only, if S3 key is not mentioned, if S3 key is mentioned, then it will already go to this. Okay, friends. and then we'll also log that if any issue occur that upload is failed. And I have also did some extra effort and also created this read file method. Here we are not using it, but I have mentioned it like you can do anything by manipulating it. So you can use this read file method. Okay, friend. What also it does here is first it will get whatever object is there in your bucket, and then it will get the content. As you can see, since I've uses the CSV data file, in the CSV data it uses the Latin decode. Otherwise you can use the UTF-8. So you will mention this decode and you will also log it that you were able to successfully uh, read the file, and it will return the content. Okay, friends, I've already put the string optional. Why optional? Cause here it is also returning none, and it is also returning a string. That's why. And in case of failing, it will return like that. And for downloading file, again for downloading file, you need a bucket name and you need a S3 key at what file path from it you need to download, and then at which file path you need to download, and also it will return the bool type. So again you will tap through self.s3.download file. These are the method that is available there, and you will mention your bucket name, your S3 key, your file path. It is downloaded, then you will log the information and return the bool type. In case of error, you will friends, I have already mentioned the different levels. See, the level I'm using here is dot error, so it will also log it. And this delete bucket method I have mentioned here, but I will use it in another file, and this will be used as a module. Okay, friends. So for deleting it, we need a bucket name, and from here again, remember friend, I told you like for deleting and for bulk work, you can use the resource type. So same, we have used the resource type. We will tap onto the bucket from here, and then we will get all the object from the bucket. First we will delete the object, cause without deleting the object you can't delete the S3 bucket. So first we will delete the all the object from the S3 bucket, and then we will delete the bucket, and then we will log the information here. And after that, same way, if there is any issue, then it will say deletion is failed. And now we will come to our main method. In the main method, we will mention the bucket name, we will mention the file name. As you can see, file is already there. So let me delete this one because I've already ran one time. So that's why this file is there after downloading it. So file name is weatherdata.csv, that it will be uploaded, and then the S3 key will be like the place will be in the directory upload slash weatherdata.csv, and the downloaded data it will be downloaded with this name, downloaded data.csv. Okay, friends. And then we will tap onto the R class and we will mention the region name AP South 1, and we will tap onto the methods one by one that we created. Create bucket, we will mention the bucket name. Upload file, we will mention the file path, bucket name and S3 key, and then we can also read it and we can print it like file read it successfully, just for the confirmation, since we are not using anything for the read file here. And then we will download the file same way, mentioning all the data, and then we will pin through if name equal to main. So what this if name equal to main does, friends? So if name equal to main gives you flexibility, like this file will this all of your code will not be executed that is mentioned in this until and unless you run this file directly, so that you can use it as a module as well. So if I show you here, see, I've already imported it as a module to use for my delete method. If you can see, I've already get the main function, and then we will tap onto the our class that was mentioned in our previous file, and we'll get the region, we'll get the bucket name, and we'll get the delete bucket through our class manager dot delete bucket. That was the function that is mentioned, and we will print the delete bucket and we will execute accordingly. Now comes to how we will tap into our AWS account, right friends? So we can tap into through, you need to install AWS CLI, and how you will do it. If you have a Windows, you can use the Choco instead of manually downloading it. Choco install AWS CLI -y. This is the command you will use, and once it is installed, if you have a Mac, then you can use a Brew instead of Choco. Okay, friends, this is the thing that you can use. And once AWS CLI is installed, let me again first reactivate my virtual environment. If it is not reactivated, yep, I've got my virtual environment ready. See, I've got in the top PENV, so my virtual environment is ready. And once AWS CLI is installed, what you will do, AWS configure. Once you will do this, you will get your access key. You need to mention it there. I've already set up it. And then you need to mention your secret access key. And then you need to set your default region, output format, and all set. Okay, guys. Now the only thing is left is to run your Python file. Now we will do the Python AWS S3 boto.py. And once you will run this, you need to wait, and as you can see it, logging info, we got what info we got, like file AWS Python bucket uploaded, downloaded successfully. Now we need to check after going through here. Okay friends, let's just refresh it to see if it is uploaded. Yep, we have already got our bucket. Now if you go to bucket, as you can see, we mentioned in our S3 key, right, upload slash. So you will get in your upload slash, and this is the weather data CSV file that you will get in your S3 bucket. Okay friends, and you have also got your downloaded data.csv, same file you were able to download. Okay friends, so we were able to complete this mini POC successfully. If you want friends, I will also give my GitHub link. Just mention in the comment box GitHub, and I will send you the complete code through my GitHub account, through my repository. Okay friends, now what we need to do, what is left? One thing is left, that is the delete bucket. So firstly, let me go back to my buckets so I can refresh it from here. And now we will go to our terminal and we will run our delete bucket. Delete boto3 delete bucket.py, and once we will run this, it will be deleted. See, we got true delete bucket. So friends, it was successful. Okay, now let's go there and confirm. So if we will refresh this, see, no bucket, it is deleted successfully. So friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, support me so I can get you the more good content, proper content. So thank you friends, that's all.